This video is about my psychosis experiences. I became psychotic twice. The first time was an incredible experience, mind-blowing. It started off as a deep sense of peace and contentment, and a solid conviction that absolutely nothing existed but the present moment. Then as the days went by, I started to notice that the division between me and the world began to blur, began to disappear. I remember walking to the church in my village and seeing sparrows in the hedgerows flying around and feeling totally at one with the birds, seeing them as an extension of myself. I went into the church, I sat down, and suddenly I couldn't distinguish between me and the church. They fused into one. It was amazing and terrifying. A horrible thought entered my mind. What if I'm the only person in the world, and everything around me is a projection of my mind? This terrified me. I felt so alone. The next stage was very similar to what U.G. Krishnamurti referred to as the natural state. My mind literally stopped. There was nothing in my head for hours. No thoughts, nothing, totally empty, blackness, total darkness. It was a sense of peace that I cannot explain. It was like being asleep, but awake and experiencing the depth and relaxation of sleep. Then things started getting a little strange. I was in my room late at night and everything turned blue. And there was a smell of metal in the air. I was listening to Pink Floyd on my laptop. And it seemed that Pink Floyd were talking to me. I had this feeling that I was surrounded by spirits. It was terrifying. It was freezing cold. I thought I was going to die. Then the sun came up, and my heart filled with joy, the most intense joy ever. And I was crying like a baby, so thankful for my life. My second psychosis experience was a lot darker. I started seeing people as if they were demons. People on the news, on the TV, other people in my village. Their eyes changed. It was like they were reptilian. I found myself believing in David Icke, of all people. I had a samurai sword in my bedroom. I was prepared to use it to defend myself. Then I thought it was the end of the world. I thought the apocalypse was coming. A strange bird called from a bush by the road. 4 horses galloped through a field. I believed they were the 4 horses of the apocalypse. But they weren't, of course. I was creating all of this delusion. But the most amazing thing about both these experiences was how alive I felt, how full of energy I felt, how strong, how quick, how supple my body felt. On both occasions, I believed I was entering nirvana. On the second occasion, I felt very strongly that I was a Buddha, but of course I was not. Both experiences will stay with me forever. Would I want to experience them again? No. Because even though they were very joyful and quite amazing, they were also terrifying.